You know, for 2018, I really want to start learning more about history and how countries and the world we live in today were shaped. And thankfully, there are tons of games out there nowadays that can help you learn about history and what came before your favorite things and indulgences, such as Lil Pump, living past the age of 30. And most importantly, Whoopi Goldberg. And today I think I'll check out exactly how America came to be, how it was formed, all the ins and outs, and I'll come out of it being an American expert. In the beginning, our tale starts off with intrepid explorers looking for new land to conquer. Oh yeah, I don't think this new land's actually empty. It looks like people are living here, but they seem friendly enough. I mean, oh wait, that's an axe. Run at me with your stupid little axes, will you? Well, I've got a cool invention known as gunpowder. God damn it, even with my gunpowder, these natives won't go away. I wish they'd all just disappear forever. And then they did. At the start of the universe, there was nothing but Virginia. Plantations, they seem like a good idea. If only there's a way for us to not only rake in the massive profits we're already doing, but also not have to pay anyone for working there. Hold on a sec. One global atrocity later. You know, a world where only Virginia exists sounds like a great idea and a really fun time, but what if... Okay, just hear me out. There was more to the universe than Virginia. And so the god of the Americans, Ronald McDonald, and his wife, the NFL, said, let there be more. Oh my God damn it, it's beautiful. Look at all of this. It's America! I mean, there's a lot of land that's American, but there's also quite a bit of land around here that's also not quite American enough. And you know, while I could just sit back and not do anything about all these other countries around me, I've just got this overwhelming itch to just not do that. America is the leading force for innovation and technological advancement. Throughout the years, we've developed such interesting things such as the national debt, Snuggies, and ShamWow, all of which will eventually be outsourced to a country you may not have heard of yet called China. Not only are we innovators in technology and research, we're also innovators in diplomacy. It appears the Greeks have sent us an offer that we can't refuse. They're going to give us a province in return for Maine. I don't know how we could refuse. I don't think they're ripping us off at all, are you, Christadolia? You know what, Greece, on second thoughts, you didn't say no takesy backsy, so I'm gonna go ahead and start World War III over this, so can I have the province back, please? Oh, Christadolius, you really are a diplomatic god, but I don't think we'll be piecing out and me giving you New England anytime soon, my friend. It appears some natives survived our initial landing, and I think we're going to expand, and it also kind of looks like I'm actually going to start the First World War over the Iroquois, which is interesting. Boy, I guess my American history is quite bad, because I had no idea that the Maratha Confederacy owned Kentucky, that landlocked province in the middle of America. Boy, I bet that most of you don't actually even know where the Maratha Confederacy is. Well, neither did I till I looked over in fucking India. Well, I've been putting it off for long enough, but it's time for us to do what America does best, and that's putting down naked men with bows and arrows. A perfect American army with our big old guns ready to blow the enemy to smithereens, which you might think is a bit overkill, but don't worry, we've also got our line infantry ready to blow them up once more, and most importantly, we've got the drummers. Nothing like a good old spirit walk through the field, getting to know the environment and the habits. God, the white man's here. God, we are so superior to those natives. We're just absolutely decimating them now. We just need to hope that they never figure out how to use guns. Oh shit, they've got a goddamn flank on us, and I wasn't prepared. Thankfully though, I am American and I've always got a bit of munitions stuck right up their jacksie. Take this, you native prick. Oh no, it's my worst fear. They've gone ahead and figured out how to use my own weaponry against them, but thankfully they still haven't figured out the secrets of our best weapon ever, percussion instruments. Run, you cowards, for I have the superior power of percussion on my side. Oh well, they're actually running. They're They saw the drummers running at them and thought, no, don't want to fuck with that. I do fuck that. God, I can imagine all of those American eagles having a single tear roll down their eye right now as I take down these natives in a formulated military bloodbath grinding machine. Hey, that's pretty genocide. How'd you look at that? After a bit of deliberation, the natives have decided that they'll join our country and make America really fucking great again. They don't have Christodolius anymore, but they have Zacharias back at it again, carrying on the tradition of superior Greek diplomacy. But we don't just have the power on land, we also have the power of our superior seamen. The seamen led by John Barry are completely unmatched by anybody. Come marvel at the superior American Navy attempt to take on these pitiful British ships by... they're, guys, just move. Go fucking that way! I see you've been to the school of Greek diplomacy there, Ferdinand IV. But we already have selective breeding over here in Maryland. Maybe try and trade it for somewhere in the south where we're still working on that. Great idea, guys. We all stand in a square and that way we're completely unbeatable. Oh shit, god damn it, my square! Unfortunately, this game isn't very realistic because I can't seem to produce F-15 fighter jets or Tomahawk missiles. Thankfully, this is the closest thing I've got, though. The true 51st state of America, Ireland. Britain, you birthed me and created a monster that eventually came back to throw not only the tea that you brought over here in the harbour, but the tea you currently store in your cupboards. But don't worry, I've got something much better for you British people down there, and it's not tea. It's a superior American drink called Gatorade and Mountain Dew. Well, after taking all of mainland Britain, the British decided that they won't be fighting with America no more. So that way we can now focus on getting back to our real American traditions. That's right, getting back to our superior American traditions of invading the rest of the natives. Natives no more, but America is still in need of more land, and thankfully in the year 1824 the Louisiana Purchase happened. And whilst the French were very eager to indeed sell all their land in Louisiana to us, we thought, fuck that, France, we want the entirety of your country for the cheap price of 19.99. Why, yes, you people of France, I demand your surrender immediately. And I would have... That's kind of ruined the joke. I thought they would have surrendered. Oh wait, no, they were trying to surrender, just in a different way that's not quite as fucking funny. Well, that was fun. So I'm pretty sure we were allied to France. I'm not entirely sure exactly how we ended at war with them. In fact, I feel like I didn't really need to do that. I didn't really need to do that at all, did I? Well, on my conquest of the rest of the Americas, I've noticed that this province up here has been taken by Gran Colombia. I wasn't entirely sure about that historically, but the game would not lie to me. Well, it's really come to a point now where America really is a great and powerful force. All over the Americas, our land has stretched, and even so far as into those puny, smelly Europeans. But there's one country we've yet to fuck with. A country we should have fucked with to begin with. No longer, my fellow Americans, shall we depend on the wind to tell us where to go, for we decide our own destiny and fate with the power of steam. We're still gonna need those sails though, because it breaks down a hell of a lot of times and we do not want to be stuck at sea. Not quite an M16 assault rifle, but boy, it kinda gets the job. It's really a bit inefficient, but I feel like we should have invested more in cannons and these really terrible machine guns. So that's how they get past the border. They just phase through it. Well, that is the story of America. One where America single-handedly took over all of the Americas and then pushed their penis right into all those European affairs. And whilst I don't think a lot of this has a lot of historical accuracy, I do know that deep down we can all agree that this and the fact Austria owns Central America is just about as historically accurate as we're gonna get. What do you mean it's not historically accurate? Of course it is! And just because it's 1849 and George Washington is currently in American-occupied Paris does not mean it's not fucking historically accurate. Don't judge me at my history lessons, you fucking buffoons!